Hi guys, today we are here to discuss a very easy question from Leetcode, that is Fibonacci series. In this question, we just have to generate the nth Fibonacci series element. The constraints that are given to you are that the n can vary from 0 to 30. Now why 30? Because 30 is a number where your Fibonacci series element would cross the integer limit. So that is why they have kept that simple to just help you guys to just find out numbers in the integer limit. Now, what is Fibonacci series? Let's start understanding that first. So, Fibonacci series is nothing but a particular series where your first two elements are fixed. So, first element is 0, second element is 1. So, these two elements are fixed. Now, the third element or any corresponding element is sum of last two elements. So, if we want to generate the third element is sum of 1 and 2. So that means third element is 1. Now if I want to generate fourth element, that is sum of the last two element, that is second and third element, that is 2. Now 3, then 5, then 8, then 13 and so on. So this is a Fibonacci series. Now you are asked to generate the nth Fibonacci series element. So let's say they have asked you to generate fifth element. So that means this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your 3 is your required output. So that is the question. Now let's first try and understand this with some logic that you may want to build up, and then we'll discuss about the algorithm and the code. So this is very simple solution and very easy question from Leetcode. So by this time, with the example that I just gave you, this is not the example, but actual Fibonacci series, you might have guessed some part of it of how to implement. But I'll just give you a brief of how to implement and basic of the algorithm. Then we'll write the algorithm in English, plain English words, and then we'll convert that algorithm to actual Golang code. But you can go ahead and choose any language of your choice. So let's say I have two numbers that I know for sure are my first starting elements, that is 0 and 1. Let's take them in two variables, a and b. Now I want to generate the third element. The third element is definitely sum of a and b. Now this element is a plus b. After generating the third element, when I want to shift to fourth element, what I can do is I can store the value that is there in b in variable a and the value that we just generated in b, and then we can keep moving on. So if we move on, this 2 would be again a plus b, new a plus b, and let's change the color of my marker. And now what we'll do is we'll update this variable in this value 1 in variable a and this value that was generated just now in variable b. Then my fifth value that will be generated is again a plus b, and this is how we keep shifting and keep generating the value, next consecutive value in my series. Now this is the basic algorithm. Now how to write this algorithm in code we'll understand, but first write this algorithm in plain English and then we'll go ahead and write that in actual language or actual software language. So now let's understand the algorithm that we just discussed. So in the first step, we'll just create two variables a and b. So we with an initial value of 0 and 1 correspondingly. Now in the second step, if my value of n is less than 2, now by 0 and n's value equal to 0, that means your first value. So this is sort of array. So this means this is index 0, this is index 1, this is index 2. So if n's value is 3, let's say, that means your answer is 2. So this starts with 0 index, your Fibonacci series. So right now, if my value of n is less than 2, that means either 0 or 1, then we don't have to do any kind of calculation. We already have our answer. Why? Because if value of n is 0, that means answer is 0, because the zeroth index element is what? It's 0. If n value is 1, then my answer is again 1. That means my first or second value is equal to the index. So that means this code can be written as if n is less than 2, return n. That's it. So this step is simple. Now if my value is not less than 2, if it is at least 2 or greater than 2, then what we have to do, we have to calculate the value. So now what we do is we start iterating from n equal to 2, including n equal to 2 till n. So n would be included. So we'll not write less than n. We'll write less than equal to n in my for loop. So this symbol represents that these two values, both of these two values are included in my iteration. Okay, and then I'll start writing my logic. So C is nothing but the next value, okay, that we are trying to generate. So that next value is a plus b, which we just saw in our code. So this is my next value that we were trying to generate. So this is a plus b. So this is simple. So C is what? Our next value which we try to generate. Now what we have to do is we have to shift our a and b to one step forward. That means my b should become this value and my a should become b. So what I have written is my my a is equal to b and b is equal to c. This is like swapping, and once the loop is complete, I'll just return b, because my b contains the last value that was calculated, that was a plus b. So this is my final step. Now let's see this in a code. You'll get a better picture how this functions in a code. But till now, if you like the code or the example that we are giving or the algorithm, the way we are explaining, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because that gives us a motivation to keep making new videos and give you guys some content to help you guys in your Leetcode questions or any topic related to Golang or anything there. So this is a code that I have written in Golang. So let's try and map the code and every step that I've discussed in the algorithm. So in the algorithm, if you see, the first step states that we have to create two variables a and b. So if you see, I have created two variables a and b with initial value 0 and 1. So this is my step 1. Probably I'll change the ink over here. Okay, and then I have a check if my n value is less than 2. Probably this can be checked before initializing so that we don't create memory as well. So I have written that in the first place. This is my step 2, but either of these two can be swapped and that won't matter too much actually. Now this is my step 2 where I'm checking if my n value is less than or equal to 0, or I could have just written if n is less than 2. Either of these two are same. So if this is the case, I'll return n. So that's what we have written in step 2. So if n is less than 2, we'll return n. Now comes the third step where I'm saying that if the n's value is greater than or equal to 2, we would start iterating from 2 till n. So now let's see the loop. So this is my for loop where I have started my i's value from 2 and I have taken it up to n. I've said less than or equal to n, and after each step I would be incremented. Now I have said that we'll create a C variable. We'll have this addition and this swapping logic there. So if you see, this is my step 3. So this complete is my step 3, and in the end I return B. So this is the code that is written in Golang, but you can definitely go ahead and write this code in Java, .NET, Python, JavaScript, any language that you wish and you are familiar with, you can go ahead and write this code in any language that you wish, because there is no special syntax related to Golang or any language out there. This is general logic and which we have converted into a code. So hope you like the video and the explanation for this video. So that's it for this video today, and in case you liked the video and it was helpful for you, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also comment down below in case you want any particular question from Leetcode or Geeks for Geeks to be solved by us on Golang, or any other topics that you want us to cover for you guys using Golang. So go ahead and comment down below as much as you want, any topic on Golang, using Golang. We appreciate you guys to do that.